mecha, I should say. Jester Crispy here, still Jolkis. Welcome back to another video where this time I'm going to be playing my favorite FNAF game to ever goddamn exist. Thank you a lot, Taryn. Yeah, guys, don't you remember Brother from the original FNAF 1 game that Scott Cawthon created?
Well, who
It
is
was an
this
Easter egg
Golden Freddy guy
character.
that people are?
1 in 1,000 chance for Yellow Bear to appear. This guy's a 1 in 10,000 chance.
One Golden Freddy.
One
Golden Freddy.
One Yellow Rabbit. You know,
everywhere.
this is supposed to be a recreation of Night 1. Why don't I get my phone call?
Yeah.
That's not really real.
Actually, wait, that's
Oh,
a fair,
hey.
that's a fair, I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah, you should probably close the door, probably, maybe.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know if I want to. I'm pretty bad at these FNAF games, you see. Oh, hey.
You're not very good at this. Also, did you mention to your viewers that how like this ambient sucks?
Oh no.
Hey.
No.
Nothing sucks about this game, Brian.
No, this
Well,
is the
you're
best
right. I
FNAF.
love real time. I love it when they animate it so much.
Dude, my favorite part is when you die to Brother,
I wanna
and
jizz all over
when he
Brother.
jump scares you, he's like, he links the fucking merch page to you.
Oh wait, I have the brother jump scare. Hold on.
Oh, you do?
Uh-oh.
Do you now?
Ooh.
Oh, is that the brother jump scare sound?
You want to hear the jump scare?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna wait until 5 a.m.
She's
to
gonna
kill
suck
me.
your dick.
Yeah, she's totally gonna do that. Not just stand in the door, jam it the whole time, and not kill you until you open up a camera.
Oh yeah, you're
'Cause that'd
right.
be Really,
Doors are jammed.
Yeah, girl,
Gee, it's
actually-
almost as if they're just standing here
I
and I
said
can't
M.
close the door.
That's
My
gender
god.
neutral, Brian. Treated like a little bitch.
But I didn't want to play the wrong sound.
Brian licking his lips to
Yeah,
lesbians.
Brian. I
Wait,
want
Brian
viewers
was
to
licking
notice
his
that
lips to
Brian licks his
lesbians?
lips to lesbians.
I can't believe the word on the street was correct, Brian.
Oh my! You guys are putting up fake lies to the viewers.
You know, it's so weird. Where's Bonnie? After constantly looping back and forth between left and right, I noticed something. Seems like
Yeah.
these buttons and like little plate that these buttons are resting on. Seems like
Yeah,
this one's a
they're-
little bit more out than
No,
this
yeah.
one.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Showed that earlier.
Oh, who knows, Jack? These guys had 8 whole months to work on this, and it's only the demo. Come
Oh,
on.
don't forget
you
the
can't-
and don't forget the 3 songs.
Okay, your shit, guys!
Still stop that.
Oh look, I did it!
You won!
Oh my god, that's insane.
You totally
Huh.
didn't win.
I
right?
bet
That was-
Chica feels real stupid.
That was
Yeah, just staring
really
at me the whole
easy,
time.
guys.
Yeah, that was
Now you gotta try 6-hour mode.
Do
Yeah.
I?
6-hour recording, guys. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Can we cut
It's a
the
live
bullshit now? please?
Yeah,
This is
okay, can we cut
Yeah,
the
okay, this
bullshit?
sucks.
Yeah, oh my
Okay,
god.
Realtime
This is
sucks
so
ass.
it's so ass.
Hello again. I already did the intro for this video, so I'm going to keep this very short and simple. This is going to be a commentary on a little FNAF fan game you may have heard of. FNAF in Real Time. Good lord, I hate this game. Let's get into the reasons why I do, shall we? I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of FNAF 1's gameplay. It's dated, boring, and repetitive. Despite this, FNAF in Real Time's gameplay makes FNAF 1 look like a AAA. What exactly do I mean by this? Let's get this fact out of the way. You can beat FNAF in Real Time without doing a single thing. Don't believe me?
The only thing we've ever really gotten is Nixon posting things doing it. Hi, Bonnie.
God.
I see that.
Oh wow,
Oh,
I
wow,
survived
crazy.
to 6 a.m. with 46% power.
Did Chica just not show up? By
No,
the way?
Chica just didn't show up at
That's
all.
fucking-
For clarification, I had to make sure not to move my mouse whatsoever. Because, if I did, somehow Foxy would just activate. But anyways, this has to be one of the biggest flaws that this game has to offer. Now I get it, it's a demo, but sitting there doing absolutely nothing yet surviving with an abundant amount of power is simply stupid. How exactly do you mess up this badly with such an oversight like this? I suppose not a single person decided to think, what happens if I just don't decide to move my mouse? And I say this completely knowing that they have a full team working on this game. In FNAF 1, if you decided to do but fucking nothing, you would die to Foxy. Relatively fast, I should say.
I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there.
Thank you!
I don't really get how they couldn't just replicate Foxy's behavior for this demo. Since I did mention Foxy earlier, I should just talk about the animatronics in general now.
Mickey is a small-time crook in the slums of NYC. He was stolen off the streets by an evil corporation called VGB. He is supposed to write, direct, and star in a video game comedy broadcast on the net. With his film crew. While simultaneously making unfunny films that he hates, 'cause they're about video games. Mickey also plans his devious escapes. It's fucking game jokes for kids.
As I've mentioned previously, Foxy will only activate once you decide to move your mouse, and once you do, you will not have to bother with your cameras because you can just hear when he's running down your hall. One thing that I will give FNAF 1 props for is the fact that you will not hear Foxy running down your hall unless you check the camera that he's doing it on. So if you just decide to sit there, you will die because you won't be able to predict when he's going to run if you can't hear it in the first place. One extra note is that Foxy becomes more aggressive when you decide not to use your cameras whatsoever, meaning that he will charge more often. Every single time that he knocks on your door, there is a small chance of him robbing you of some power, giving you one more reason to use those cameras. For everything that I have just said, disregard it because we're playing FNAF in real time and it doesn't follow any of that logic. No power robbing and no silent footsteps. Simply shut your door when you hear him approaching. You know,
This is so peak content. Isn't that right, Jack?
yeah. Moving on to Freddy, another character you need to use your cameras for. From what I can tell almost immediately, Freddy's movement isn't affected by camera usage. He literally will just move whenever he feels like it. At least you still need to use your cameras to know whether he's outside your door or not. Normally. If he was a threat. And thank God that he isn't. For whatever reason, he was programmed to move room to room, but he doesn't actually attack your door. But I know for a fact that Freddy's not gonna attack. Look at this idiot. Yeah, bro. Just doesn't give a shit, bro.
Check. Post-editing, can you put an image of Taryn, that one?
Great.
Great.
Won't I still have to use my cameras for Bonnie and Chica, though? Nah. Even back in FNAF 1, you didn't have to do this. You only really need to check if they're right outside your door. This little exploit was fine, however, because you at least still needed to use your cameras on more important characters like Foxy and Freddy. But this is FNAF in real time that we're talking about. In summary, your cameras are completely useless. Don't use them if you want to reliably win. You may be wondering why I'm not talking about Yellow Bear at all. Sorry, Golden Freddy.
Hey, Chris, it's me. I got something for you here. What is it? I caught you a poked some holes in its back so it can die. See, look at.
They're just not in this game. Okay, fair enough, they were just a one-off Easter egg. A very rare one at that. A 1 in 1,000 chance to show up doesn't really amount to anything at all. Luckily for us, we have a replacement for Golden Freddy. I want Golden Freddy back. In case you don't know, this is Brother, a character that is needlessly advertised all over FNAF in real-time media. And I say needlessly because he only appears once in this demo. He just replaces Freddy's power outage jump scare.
Hold on, let me get my thing ready.
That's it for Brother game appearance-wise, so let's talk about the appearance instead. Nothing says originality like replacing Golden Freddy with a self-insert OC. I mean, they weren't even trying to hide it. The design itself is pretty gross too. If Brother is an old endoskeleton trying to rebuild itself using some spare parts, then I honestly wouldn't have a problem with its looks, but then we have its torso piece. Whose piece does this even belong to? Fucking more of a personal nitpick, but I'm not really a big fan of the paper plate for a face gimmick. It just makes it look really goofy. I have a problem with this because this FNAF fan game is supposed to be scary. A scary game with scary animatronics, and this thing is far from it. Maybe it could earn some bonus points if something was drawn on the paper plate. Maybe a Rage comic or something.
Yeah!
FNAF in real time. What exactly does that mean? It should mean that the animatronics move in real time in a 3D space. This isn't the case, however. Despite its name, FNAF in real time isn't actually in real time. In FNAF 1, upon an animatronic making a successful movement, they will teleport from one cam to the next. FNAF in real time actually implements the animatronics moving from one room to the next because you see them move. This isn't real time. By that definition, Foxy running down the hall in FNAF 1 can be considered real time. But it's not. None of this stuff is. It's all pre-rendered animations set to play when an animatronic makes a successful movement. I don't believe that FNAF in real time is actually in a 3D space. It tries to mimic 3D aspects, but it's still just a 2D game, just like FNAF 1 is. For the new animations that this game brings to the table, in the name of real time, it's all just walk cycles, some of them looking better than others, and then we get to Chica's. Is this meant to make her scary? Because it's not really doing a good job, makes her look like a fucking idiot. That's a pretty bad thing considering that I'm supposed to be scared of Chica. Looks like a damn helicopter rotor spinning slowly. Animations are crucial in a jump scare, so let's cover the game's jump scares now. I believe having a good jump scare, especially in a FNAF game that's so jump scare centric, is a good thing. So why did the jump scares in FNAF in real time suck so much? Freddy's isn't as good as the original, and I was unfortunate enough to get a version of the game where Freddy just didn't kill me, so I never even got to see this shitty jump scare in the first place. Bonnie's is pretty slow and awkward. We all know the fate of Chica's, unfortunately. And Foxy's has the same problem as Bonnie's. Slow and awkward.
And you can't die. You're literally immortal. What the fuck? I've never had... What the fuck?
Oh,
did Foxy just run?
Wow! Holy moly, guys!
That felt like a Gmod animation.
I had a heart attack. Dude, I had a heart attack. That was so scary.
These jump scares remind me of fan-made jump scares people used to make back in 2014 using SFM. You cannot look at me with a straight face and tell me that this is scary. I can't even say that it's trying to be cool and dynamic like Ruin, because thankfully in Ruin's case, they are pretty cool and dynamic. Not scary, but cool nonetheless. I would say that you had one job, but that's not true. You had several jobs, and you failed spectacularly at all of them.
No.
Now, you may be saying that I'm going a little bit too hard on this fan game. I mean, it only has a demo. It's not completely out yet, so maybe the full product is good. My issue with this statement is that this game was supposed to come out back in fucking April. Realtime Studio has ever since kicked the can down the road and doesn't actually have a confirmed date for when this game is supposed to be out yet. If the goddamn demo is this bad, I'm fearful for what the full game is actually going to look like. A game that could essentially be described as a modded FNAF 1, because what it brings to the table is nothing special at all. I wouldn't normally have an issue playing FNAF fan games that feel like mods of the original game series, but this game, for whatever reason, is getting an abundance of publicity for doing nothing new or original. We've gotten 3 fan-made songs of this game, and it's not even out yet. I really don't understand why there's so much hype around a FNAF fan game that only has a shitty demo to offer. Fan games like Candies and T-Jock didn't have this much hype surrounding them before they came out, and those games are goddamn incredible. Let's use T-Jock as a proper example to compare this game with. Upon T-Jock's demo launch, sure, there were a couple bugs here and there, but nothing absolutely game-breaking. You had to actually play the game to win, as it seems. It's weird to say this too, because T-Jock has a smaller team working on the game compared to Realtime, yet we get more of a better, polished, and meaningful product. Truly a FNAF fan game. Boy, am I glad that FNAF in Realtime is cancelled. Wait, cancelled? Oh no, wait. That's just Taryn clickbaiting us. Thank you, Taryn. If you want to play a great FNAF fan game that doesn't make you feel like you're wasting your time, I'd probably suggest T-Jock. If you're looking for something in the sector of FNAF 1, but more, and actually executed better, I suggest FNAF 1 Deluxe. Shoot, maybe FNAF 2 and 3 Deluxe as well, because they were able to release all 3 of these games at the same time that Realtime's demo came out. And this, my fellow viewers, is why FNAF in Realtime doesn't work. This was my first ever commentary video, and it was a lot of fun to edit. So you know what? I'll give you a bonus for sticking all the way to the end.
Okay.
This is just not the best one, bro.
Apparently it is.
Ew, the fucking wrist!
So I must say the
Hold on.
animation itself just sucks.
Dude!
Why does
They got a
that shit-
twisted
Why does the
wrist!
wrist do that? That's
Oh my
actually what the
God.
fuck.
They just have no fucking eyes!
Oh my god.
Dude! One thing that I really fucking hate that people just do for whatever fucking reason is just making them so unnecessarily fucking shiny. Their endoskeletons, everything, the works. Why does she need shiny ass eyebrows? Shit looks so dumb.
No, yeah, because different people animated it. And it's like, oh my god, their styles are so different.
Oh.
What
And
is
yeah,
up with that? Hold on.
That animation sucks, man. Jesus.
Ew, what the fuck are the hands doing?
That's IK for you.
What the fuck? I keep on seeing more. Their fucking pupils are clipping through their eyelids.
Eyes are clipping. Oh my god, ew.
Dude, I thought
That's
those pupils
IK
were
for you.
2D. Like
Dude,
on the
they-
eye or something. I thought they were
pause
just a
you
texture.
can pause
No, they're just their own
anywhere
3D
in
model,
this.
bro.
I feel like
You can-
every time I watch this, I notice more things that just look weird. Also,
God.
there's a
You
You
per-
can pause
there's a- wait,
anywhere
wait,
in
wait,
this
there's
video
a-
and find
there's
an
a
issue with
perfect-
it.
This is a perfect time to point out, fucking shirt on this character looks so weird.
Yeah, and that by definition makes brother look so weird. Because this is brother.
That's literally what it is. No, that's
What is known for mainly?
Ugh,
It's just
not
Captain
really a
Sparkle.
fan of the lighting. Anyways.
Look at his hand. Oh my fucking god, wait.
What the fucking... Not intentional? Why are the hands backwards?
His hand is back.
Bro, they got twisted wrists, bro. Ugh! God
Look
damn.
at his hand.
This is a great hand.
Oh
Why?
my
Oh my god. Why is the pinky finger, like, so indented into
It's
the
so
palm?
thick.
Yeah,
it's
and
so
it's thick.
thick.
What the shit?
Ew. It's
Good
swollen.
Yeah, bro, he got stung by a bee.
You're gonna see the best IK rig ever.
Yeah, man.
Look.
Look.
Dude, oh my god.
Dude!
That's so awful.
Oof. A lot of effort was put into this. I can recognize that, and it was made for fun, whatever, right? But like, this is one of the main things they're using to promote the game, and it's it's like false promotion because it just doesn't reflect the
Yeah.
game at all.
Why can't Born in 1987 sound more like Variations on a Cloud, bro?
What the fuck? What you just pulled Variations on a Cloud out of your ass? Okay.
No, I had this tab open for a while, bro. Guys, I'm about to end this video. Do you guys have any final thoughts on I was about to say any thoughts on Born in 1987. Any
This is my
thoughts
final
about
thought.
FNAF in real time? I
This
must
is my
ask.
final thought.
Taryn needs to make a TikTok.
They should just
about-
focus on finishing the fucking game. That is the only thing I think I have to say. Just
Yeah, Taryn,
make
just
your
make a TikTok
fucking
about
game already. 3 music videos and
Okay.
like 0 progress shown. Holy shit. And the only progress we have been shown is the demo that was, that Jack played. And it was ass. I played it. It was ass.
Taryn's gonna
work
make a
on
TikTok
the
about
fucking
this.
game.
There's better options out there for a FNAF fan game. This is just so lukewarm. I don't even know if I would even call this fan game lukewarm to begin with. It just made me feel like nothing.
I don't even know
The content is nothing. It's so shit.
Remember the last time you used a public restroom?